It's finally time to head back to the Wild West. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and you'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 things Red Dead Redemption 2 needs to get right. Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we'll be looking at the gameplay elements that Rockstar's new game, Red Dead Redemption 2, needs to get right in order to live up to the legacy set by the first game.
It is the opportunity we have, the chance to live among people who are decent and who do not kill each other.
Number 10, First-Person Mode. First-person games are not what Rockstar is known for, so fans were understandably excited when they announced a first-person mode for the PC and 8th generation releases of GTA 5. While it was an ambitious addition, the results were okay.
Do that weird, like, focus shit you do.
Driving was almost impossible as none of the mirrors actually worked, shooting felt kind of unnatural, and the cover system didn't adapt well to the new perspective. Considering all of those aforementioned things are cornerstones of the series, it's safe to say that the addition was kind of a letdown. If Rockstar plans to implement a first-person mode in RDR2, it has to be built into the game as they make it, otherwise it'll kind of be more of the same.
Really want to die.
Number 9, Director Mode. While first-person may have been a little dopey, there was one new element that was actually really cool in GTA 5, Director Mode. This allowed PC players, and eventually PS4 and Xbox One players, to basically take control of the game and its environments, from changing the time of day to playing as a police officer. It also allowed players to create incredible machinimas, allowing them to use their creativity within the boundaries of the sandbox. This element would be a welcome addition to RDR2, and it would be cool to see the same unfiltered experimentation within a Western setting.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me?
Number 8, multiple playable characters. When it was announced that Grand Theft Auto 5 would have 3 playable characters, people debated whether or not this was the right decision for the franchise. The change-up ended up being a much-needed addition, with each character adding something unique to the dynamic.
I think it could work.
It will work.
Some have theorized that RDR2 will also have multiple protagonists based on the poster and a brief glimpse of the gang in the trailer, and we hope that they're right. The Wild West is a thematically rich environment, and by controlling a cast of characters from different backgrounds, it opens up the narrative possibilities of the game.
Oh, we'll see you there with approximately 8 tons of gold.
4 tons, not 8.
Number 7, Customizable Horses. Horses are a huge part of Red Dead Redemption, however, you were stuck with what Rockstar gave you. Just imagine the possibilities that tricking out your own horse could bring. There could be aesthetic options like different colors and hides, which would make that horsey truly yours. There could also be functional options too though, like different saddles and horseshoes to make your steed the fastest in the West, or bags to allow you to carry extra ammo. The ability to give your horse a name would only complement the connection between the player and their trusty steed. Honestly, we don't need much, just enough options to make each player's horse feel unique.
Coming from you, I doubt that means much, but I appreciate the civility.
Number 6, the ability to create a gang.
We all have a code. Only some of us don't
The
realize.
outlaw with the code? How wonderfully romantic.
Gangs absolutely need to be implemented in RDR2. John Marston was a bit of a lone wolf in Red Dead Redemption, and while that worked for story purposes, Westerns have a history of focusing on groups, not just individuals.
Fellas I know don't care about people. All they care about is lining their pockets.
From the Magnificent Seven to the Wild Bunch, groups of misfits coming together is as much a part of the Western genre as the showdown at high noon. This could also be implemented with co-op or online play, allowing you and some real friends to feel like badass outlaws roaming the terrain on horseback. Whether you want to be heroes or villains, gangs would be a welcome addition to the Red Dead universe.
Can't wait to see the look on their faces when we blast in there. They'll be more surprised than a slut dog with their first porcupine.
Number 5, less downtime while traveling. As gorgeous as Red Dead Redemption's world was, there's no denying that sometimes it could feel a bit empty. Traveling long distances by horseback, if you decided to forego the fast travel, always provided breathtaking scenery, but there wasn't a whole lot to do or find. Sure, there was the odd stagecoach or bandit along the way, but for the most part, it was simple A to B riding. Since this is Rockstar we're talking about, the scale of the world is basically a guarantee. But we're curious to see how much depth and density there would be to fill it in.
Howdy, friend. I didn't know anyone lived out here. Whoa!
Number 4, a PC release. We all know what Rockstar is going to do. The game will come out exclusively on the PS4 and Xbox, and after a year or so, a PC release will be announced with a bunch of gameplay additions, enhanced graphics, and a bunch of other stuff just to make you feel better about waiting so long. But how about instead of that, they just released the game on PC to begin with? This game could be spectacular with mod support, unless Take-Two decides to take that away again. As far as we're concerned, this is basically money sitting on the table, so Rockstar, do the right thing.
Hey, don't work like that around here, mister.
Number 3, less restrictive missions.
Drive them over to the pasture by the old oak tree. We'll merge them with the other herd there.
The open world genre has evolved over the years, and series like The Legend of Zelda and Elder Scrolls have evolved along with it, complete with expansive quests and missions with very little restrictions. However, Rockstar has more or less stuck with the mission design from Grand Theft Auto 3, which essentially locks the player into completing a mission in a specific way until you either fail or complete it. While Redemption's missions were definitely fun, most of them followed this formula, and to be honest, it's becoming archaic compared to the freedom that the above-mentioned franchises offer. What we're saying is it's time to change how we play these missions. Number 2, intricate heists.
The cops have cleared all vehicles near the bank. You're making a run for those bikes.
Remember what we said about creating gangs and becoming badass outlaws? Just imagine what that would feel like while robbing a passing steam locomotive with your buds. While Grand Theft Auto Online is a bit hit or miss, there's no denying that its detailed and cooperative heists are spectacular, as they truly make you feel like a badass criminal. It would be mind-blowing if Rockstar implemented heists into the online portion of RDR2, whether that would be robbing well-protected stagecoaches, passing trains, or banks. Hey, it's not a pretty business, but it would be a hell of a lot of fun.
Let's just say he's the currency in a complicated transaction.
What the hell are you talking about?
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
As you make some real money, maybe you can buy an apartment, so friends can stop by and hang out.
Number 1, RDR Online.
You're a persistent little cuss, ain't you?
Only when things matter.
While Rockstar has announced that there will be an online portion to the game, they haven't discussed any details, leaving many of us to wonder how it's going to be implemented. This is a touchy subject for some, and Rockstar absolutely needs to perfect the formula in order to not repeat the same mistakes they did with GTA Online.
Grand Theft Auto Online brings the freedom of the Grand Theft Auto experience to multiple players in a dynamic, shared world.
While things like online gangs, heists, and free roam would be great, other things like shark cards, bugs, terrible servers, and foregoing the campaign to serve multiplayer would only take away from the single-player experience. But hey, if they nail it, you can be sure to find a lot of WatchMojo staff playing.
We got a posse gathering up near Ridgewood. Will you ride with us?
All right.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.